Welcome back to A Minute with Chelsea. I woke up and I fed Charlotte her little nasty burger sauce as usual. And then as soon as she got a full belly, she wanted to lay on top of me and cuddle. And I was like, oh my God, please don't die. You never want to cuddle. Then I took a shower. Look at my disgusting pajama top. It is so old. I got out of the shower to take my B12 and I spilled it all over the counter. It looks like a fucking murder scene. Then I got ready, did my makeup on my bed. All my makeup looks so old and skanky to me. I packed my lunch. I packed my travel backpack, which I love, and it's linked in this video because I'm obsessed with it. And then I went to 7 Brew to get a coffee. I am headed to Little Rock because I just drive to Little Rock every single day of my life now. Because that's where Club Pilates is, and that's where my office, well, I don't have an office, where my office used to be at the wind tunnel, and that's where I'm heading today. Every Wednesday we have an in-person meeting, and I usually just stay home and do it over Zoom, but lately I have a lot more projects, so I'm just kind of checking in. So I take the elevator up to the 6th floor, and I went to our general meeting room. I also take this time to just kind of like sit in a very quiet workspace and get my planner updated, get all of my life sorted. After we had 2 or 3 meetings, I headed over to Cafe Bossa Nova, which is my favorite lunch in Little Rock ever. They have these delicious Brazilian cheese breads because they also own a bakery next door. And then I went across town to Beam Beauty to get my Botox. Only they wouldn't give me Botox, they gave me Dysport, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet because it's still not kicked in and it's been about 5 days. It says it can take 7 to 14, so we'll see. I get it in my neck and my back, like in my traps area and in the back of the skull, and this is me looking so cute. She also did my crow's feet, which I don't really think I have, but she said it will prevent them, and I don't know, I kind of like having little crinkly eyes when I smile, okay? So we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. I headed back to my office after that with my lunch, and I finished all of my Pilates homework. I am all the way done. I'm never having to fill out another paper for Pilates except for whenever I design a class, which is what I like to do, and that's what you do as a teacher anyway. But I am officially done with my homework. All I have left now is my practical test out, which is like a really long test in front of the lead trainer, and she tests me on every single piece of equipment in the studio. You have to get 8 out of 10 for every single piece of equipment. And then I have to send 3 test flows in, and those are like about special populations. So there might be one about pregnant people and how to modify for those people, or plus size people, you know, things like that, people with osteoporosis. My trainer assigns me 3 special populations, and I have to give her modification flows for those 3 populations. And that's all I have left. 3 class flows and my big test. Then there's one more thing at the very end, and that's just to work at Club Pilates specifically. It's called bridge training, and it makes sure that you know all the policies of the actual studio before you get started. So, 3 things left, and they're not big. They're quite small, actually. The test is kind of nerve-wracking, but really, it's not that bad. I'm already teaching, so it can't be that bad. And then I will no longer be an apprentice teacher. I will be an actual certified 500 hours certified Pilates instructor. Anyway, I took a class at Club Pilates with Brittany, and I was just supposed to work at the front desk tonight, but then Brittany got really, really sick and had to go home out of nowhere. Like, she felt horrible. I felt so bad for her. Her face was so white. She looked horrible, like she was gonna be sick. And so I took over her last 2 classes, and I hope nobody was upset about it because they were expecting Brittany, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And it was kind of exciting to get to jump in and teach out of nowhere. When I got home, I fed my sourdough starter. I literally thought I killed it for a minute, but then I was like, it's kind of impossible to kill it. This thing lives like, it's just a little gross monster. I still need a name for her, unless we're going with Gollum, because I mean, she is kind of nasty. I didn't really want anything for dinner. Everything sounded gross to me, so I just ate some of my homemade sourdough bread and I had my breakfast because I had to skip breakfast that morning. And Charlotte was happy because we were doing the laundry and she loves the laundry basket. I came home, I looked at my face, and I was like, my eyebrows look weird. Oh, she wiped half of them off to do my Botox. I washed my face, did my skincare, did my Babe Essentials lash serum, and then I got in bed to watch Bob's Burgers with Charlotte and go to sleep.